definitely an experience. I think we worked really hard. You know, in the first 20 minutes we gave it everything, and I think we shocked England a little bit. We're just learning how to play as a team, and we've had a few new additions into that team, including myself. So actually, I'm quite pleased with the performance that we've given, and we know what we need to have a look at and work on, ready for the World Cup.
And changing nations, how did that come about, and how did it feel lining up against some of your teammates today?
The changing nations was something that I thought about for a long time. I just wasn't in the right frame of mind to be within that setup at England, unfortunately. And it took a lot of speaking to various people to make that decision. Today, as you may have seen, what happens on the pitch stays on the pitch, and you know, there's a few pushes between myself and Tom Halliwell and Simo, and it's the first time we've competed against each other, and I actually really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to enjoy next weekend when we're competing together in Challenge Cup final, but I can't complain. We both, you know, as different sides gave it all, and as, you know, Leeds teammates on different nations, we did the same there.
How do you feel like going into that World Cup? Obviously, it looks a big scoreline on the scoreboard. I've got no idea what that reflects in terms of Wheelchair Rugby League. It's the first game I've ever seen, so I've no idea if that's a big score or not, or how it reflects in terms of anything else.
I mean, it gives us a starting point. Obviously, we've not played England since Tri-Nations 2019. And even then I was on the England team then, so it's a bit, you know, we've got a starting point to look at where we want to be. And I mean, the score I think doesn't reflect the rugby that was played. There were parts where we could have been a bit tighter in defence, and unfortunately we weren't. But again, as I keep saying, it's the first time we're facing England, the first time I'm facing England. So I don't think we did too bad, and I think it's given us a lot of things to think about, come back and regroup and work on as a team for that World Cup and for the teams that we've got in that group.
I know we're trying to out do us in the stances. In terms of, I know Wales did beat England, they were certainly in terms of the anthem singing, gets the hairs on the back of your neck standing up, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong, learning the Welsh national anthem has been hard. Apparently with my condition, every time I learn a word in a different language, I lose one of English. The last few weeks has definitely been interesting, but you know, we aim to go out, give it everything, and I think we did. We gave what we could, worked for each other, and I can't ask for any more as part of a team.
For those who are watching at home, and for those in the stands who are watching at Wheelchair Rugby League, what do you think they'll made of it?
I mean, I haven't even looked at my phone yet, and I already know it's full of messages for people who have never watched a sport. Different, you know, there's different audiences, and I think having that platform that we've got for this game is great because people who've never seen it are going to be watching, and I think their first reaction tends to be, oh my gosh, looks rough, looks fast. And you know, we're appealing to a wider audience now, and it's such a great thing, especially in the lead up to the World Cup, that people who may not have picked up on the sport beforehand have just happened to find it today, whether it's via social media, on the platforms that it's on. I know several people who have never heard of this sport have been watching today, so we're getting there and we're growing the game just as we should be doing.